Hi, today my speech is going to be about a rare condition called craniostenosis. The reason why I'm choosing my speech today is because my son Jalen, which is 4 years old, was diagnosed with this condition when he was about 8 months old. There are many different forms of craniostenosis, including Metopic craniostenosis is the condition in which my son has. I'm going to give you a little bit more information about what exactly craniostenosis is. Craniostenosis basically is the premature of the sutures in the skull. In basic terms, basically the sutures in the head were closed at birth, meaning that there are no soft spots when the baby were born. So in order to make enough room for the brain to grow, the surgeons have to go in there and recreate the skull to make soft spots. That way the kids don't have developmental delays or have pressure on their brain further on in their life. So it does affect brain growth and can have severe outcomes and delay, even mental retardation and stuff like that. It's very rare, like I said. It happens in about 1 to 2,500 babies around the United States. And the cause is basically unknown right now. They're kind of leaning more towards genetic factors rather than smoking, drinking, or how you're taking care of your pregnancy. So they're not definite on what the cause is, but they're leaning more toward genetic factors. So therefore, in cases that you do have a child born with craniostenosis, your next child is about a 50% chance that it could have it also. So it makes it kind of scary to have more children if you've been through this type of thing. It usually occurs in the utero, when the baby's inside of your uterus. That's where it first begins. And when the baby's born, it's very evident that they have this condition. They will usually come out, well, metopic craniostenosis, they'll come out with a ridge from the top of their forehead all the way down to their nose. So that's the first indicator. And the other types of craniostenosis, they'll have ridges on either side of their skulls, or their face will be kind of funny, their eyes will be narrow together close to the nose. Whenever you think your child has the condition, they will do a lot of series of tests, including skull x-rays, CAT scans, water CAT scans, which they actually use water to measure the brain's function and measure the room and stuff that the brain has inside the skull. There's a lot of series of testing to do to determine if your child's going to need the reconstructive surgery. Now the surgery part of it is it takes about 8 to 13 hours. The surgeon will go in there and reconstruct the baby's skull so that they have enough room for their brain to grow, and they will create basically new soft spots and recreate the eyes so the eyes are farther apart, less narrow. And about the recovery time is about 2 to 8 weeks, depending on how the child's surgery goes. And they will have a scarring from ear to ear. And I brought my son here to show you what the scar would look like. Come here, Jalen. As you can see, put your head down, bud. As you can see, he has a zigzag scar that goes from ear to ear. And thankfully, they got it cut into a zigzag because even though he'll have it for life, it can still be covered up by his hair. So then it won't be less noticeable. Now, he will always live with this scar, and the babies will always live with this condition, so it has to be monitored basically for the rest of their life to make sure that their brain does have enough room, even though they did the reconstruction. Well, that's my speech for today, and I am thankful that my child is okay, and I just wanted to let everybody know about the condition because I've been there personally, and I thought maybe if I'd let more people be aware of that in case they've ever came across it or heard it, then they would know what some people are talking about. So thank you very much.